The frequency of light that's bouncing off the most stable form of energy, the slowest frequency that we perceive with our senses, that fool us into the illusion of separation. Well, the quantum field, there could be no physical world without the quantum. In other words, it's the field that's actually lowering its frequency and creating matter. So if your body is 99.9999% energy and frequency and information actually outlives matter, then there's a whole unknown self that we have to become aware of.
Wow.
And there's an enormous amount of possibilities that exist in that field that we would never become aware of unless we had a new experience. And every new experience causes us to think about possibilities we would have never thought before until we had that experience.
Yes.
And that's when it gets super exciting. So I discover that when people are really whole and they're happy with themselves, they're happy with others. And when they love themselves, they love others. And when they're grateful for what they've accomplished, they're grateful with others. If they're angry with themselves, they're angry with others. If they hate themselves, they hate others. If they judge themselves, they judge others. Yeah, it's the way it is. So what happens is there's an emergent consciousness, and it's being reflected in people's biology in 7 days. And it's not one person, it's not two people. It's the majority of the collective, and collective networks of observers determine reality. And it's not the number of people.
So true.
It's not the amount of energy. You can have entropic energy. It really is the most coherent signal. Get people with brain and heart coherence. Get a collective in that kind of coherent state. They're actually altering the field right in the present moment. There's energy for miracles. We see them all the time. There's energy for healing. We see it all the time. There's energy for the mystical. We see it all the time. And because the collective, it's in their consciousness. And you can't have consciousness without energy. You can't have a thought without frequency. So the collective consciousness coming together is creating an alteration in possibilities. Get people sitting next to each other and their hearts go into coherence, into order, and their field that's being emitted meters wide is interfering with the person next to them, and it starts to synchronize. And when waves come together, they start building, they interfere, and they produce bigger amplitudes. Higher the amplitude, the higher the energy.
Yes.
So you see the collective coming together over the course of 7 days, and by the end of 7 days, people feel like their future has already happened.
Yes.
And so when their future already happens, you stop obsessing about when it's going to happen and why it's going to happen. It's impossible to do that when you're in a state of wholeness because you're not in lack. And that's when the magic happens.
You feel like you are love. You feel like I am love.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not searching for love. I'm not searching for more money or more relationships to feel it because I